Welcome to this channel. This channel is for educations and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So, as I shared previously, education is to set us free, to liberate us, not to put us on this code. So, today I like to share with you something really important. Serious Wing Chuner need to know this, or else Wing Chun is in a disaster. Now, so for past weeks or so, I have already shared many things here. And you get the Neigong, and then yesterday I purposely make this YouTube to clear up about Wing Chun stance. It is very, very, very critical to clear up Wing Chun stance because Wing Chun stance is not a simple stuff like usually people think. Okay, structure, lifting anus, straight spine. It's not that. Stance, as what I share here, it is a multiple function system. Now, the first thing I want to get the nonsense today out of this picture is talking about Wing Chun is a soft art. Wing Chun don't engage people. Wing Chun will dodge away and then fighting in the soft way. So Wing Chun don't confront your opponent. Those are nonsense. Okay. The authentic, the proper uh, meaning of soft. This is in Qi Ji Guang's writing. Well, Qi Ji Guang is the one who uh, who coined the soft. Qi Ji Guang said softness is to dodge diagonally with footwork, avoiding head-on confrontation in the same time shoot him. So as what I always share here is called concess without concessions. It is not soft like Tai Chi. It's not like, oh, I have a soft hand. I'm going to listen to your jing. Nonsense. That's not what it is. As what I shared many times, soft meaning that you come at me, I just dodge an angle and I shoot at you in the same time. You want my position here, I go come in here. That's called soft. So soft is not, oh, I have this chi sao, I have this nonsense bullshit, okay? In the real world, it never happened that way. And is that true that you always be able to dodge diagonally? No. So your body has to be able to take hit too. People exchange punch with you. So thinking about, oh, I can dodge, I can solve. Forget about it. Even you go do concess without concessions, you need to be able to take impact on your body. That's a reality. So I want to put this on the side to settle this first. Wing Chun is not movie, okay? People sometimes watch too much movie. What I share here on the stance is that if you want to do dodging, concess without concession, I just share with you, it is not using a structure, a stance. It is what I share here, it is a multiple function there. And you need to know the details. Okay? However, many people, many after I share the YouTube, many people understand with me and asking me good questions, but there's some who argue nonsense, which I call their Wing Chun is flying pig Wing Chun. They don't know what the heck they are talking about. They never have experience in the fight, never in the ring or anywhere, but just talk, 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 and words, 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 empty words. That's why I agree with Xi Xiaodong. All this what Xi Xiaodong present here is those fake Kung Fu master. Those need to be cleaned out from Wing Chun. Okay? Those are fake. They don't know what the heck they're talking about. Now, so since I mentioned it's multiple function systems, it's like you have your energy storage, you have your absorbing and all kinds of system here. The first thing is you need to make sure that the body of the car could handle your car, your automobile. You need to have the deadlift here so that you know the airy joints and so forth be able to activate. What I'm talking about is not this. People still argue with me that, oh, you have to put the triangle here, like here, say squeeze tight together here, and then have this straight. What is this? Are you making a rack or wooden dummy? Are you sure you want to put this and you screw up your ACL? Look at how many Wing Chuners, old timers, have a screw up knee. Why is so bad? Because you screw up the nature of your biomechanics. So people who practice Wing Chun have a bad knee, especially the people who have more heavy weight. They know that their knee destroyed. Okay. I'm talking about this. I'm not talking about lifting. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about mobility and stability continuum. As I make this YouTube here, okay? It is about your kinetic chain, your mobility, stability continuum, and your human kinetic chain. And you need to first be able to do a deadlift so that you can, like a car, you be able to make sure your absorbing your wheel is intact, is in the proper position because your car is going to run. Not this nonsense. What is this? Is this be able to do stop absorbing? Somebody argues, say, well, if you do it properly, you will not hurt. Are you bullshitting or what? In the dynamic, when your opponent attacking you, are you going to stand there playing a Yip Man movie? It's off reality. And then you say, well, pinching anus. Bullshit. Okay. So it is a must as what I share here in this YouTube. Drop those Wing Chun very damaging practice. It is a must that everybody do this to make sure the stand is proper so your body be able to function dynamically, not standing there. You have to go up and down, squat down. How the hell is this thing squat? Now, is there any reason for that? Sure. I'm going to share with you. We could go point blank here. Why? Hey man, it is a war. Why should we put the Wing Chun brother and sister in the war zone and don't tell them this all thing is F up? It's a flying pig Wing Chun. Okay? So if you cannot do this, your body is not checked and verified, check and balance, you will not be able to handle your continued mobility, stability continuum, have no idea of the kinetic chain. You cannot handle your force, action and reaction force to your seven balls dynamically, not standing like that. How many people who standing like that be able to handle the action reaction force and handle all this mobility, stability, continuum stuff and the kinetic chain? Zero. Why? Why I'm so sure? Because you violate the physics, you violate the human biomechanics. So that's why I call it flying pig Wing Chun. There's no room for it. That's why I say I support Xi Xiaodong to pointing out all those nonsense and once for all clear that in. Okay? There's no room for that. Now, if you don't have this and the proper stance, you will not be able to do this. Go up and down. Okay? You will not be able to do that when you're exerting force up and down. Your entire body need to be able to exerting force at different angles. So that is one of the function, like the car, as I mentioned, your your wheel, your self-absorbing system. You better get that. And this is no self-absorbing system. This cannot absorb shit. Okay, this entire body is screwed up. It's just plain disaster. Now, there's another part of the system. I'm talking about at here about breathing and tightening the butt, tightening the buttocks. Why is there? Have you seen anything here? People say lifting anus, but you know what? They do not know what they are talking about. They are actually missing big time on real Neigong, real Qigong. They're just copying somebody in Tai Chi and talk nonsense. So tonight I want to share with you the truth. So at exhale, I say that you need to tighten your butt. Why? Because the real Qigong, you have to deal with your intra-abdominal pressure. You have to deal with your pelvic floor muscle and your diaphragm. Okay? You need to deal with how to solidify and support your spine, your lower back spine here, the lower spine here. Otherwise, you are in disaster. So, this is the proper way of the Chinese Neigong, which most have never heard and don't know and never trained about it. So at exhale, one lift the anus and lift the testicle. Yes, the ball. If you are a man, lifting the ball. It's not just lifting the anus like everybody say or pinching the anus. No, it is lifting the anus in the same time lifting your balls. In more details, it is uh, actually pull back your your abs, okay, and then you actually squeeze your butt, and then your anus and your testicle in the same time. You lift it up, okay. So as in this YouTube, I share with you that it has to be done that way because you have to do with your breathing and have to do with your intra-abdominal pressure and so forth and taking impact. Okay. So it is not just lifting anus, pinching anus, bullshit. The entire thing, the proper thing is you lifting the anus, you lifting your testicle, and to do it is that you tighten your lower abdomen, you tighten your butt or squeeze in your butt, and you lifting both your anus and your testicle or your balls. Now tell me which Wing Chun guys, okay, in the past 130 years open up all these details for you. People talk about this, clamping knees and all this and all this. But if you don't do this, how the hell are you going to handle your breathing and your intra-abdominal pressure? Now I want to tell you about the story, or maybe story later. If you cannot do that, there's no way you can propel your body. I have to tighten all that thing to propel my hand up. Okay? So it's reverse breathing, tighten my lower abs, tighten my butt or squeeze in my butt, lifting my testicle to propel the body up, the power up, the jing up. You don't that, forget about it. If you want now like this, Navin is about what? I'm 160 pounds, he's about 200 something pounds, at least 50 pounds more than me. I want to play this thing, the talking, that close body. If I don't do that, how can I work with it this close? Okay. So if you don't have this, uh, contracting your lower abs, squeezing your butt, and get your testicles to or your balls to lift up and your anus to lift up in the same time, how the hell are you going to do this? How the hell are you going to do this? There's Neigong, okay? And how the hell are you going to do all this sticking body short strike stuff? You can. And just go stand in like this. Stand like this. See whether you can do all of those. Or it's stuck, you cannot breathe. Okay? So as what I said, it is a dynamic stuff. It is a dynamic stuff. It's like the car. You have a multiple function there. Or you want to deal with like your breathing and your breathing like is your fuel systems, your body mechanics is like your the wheel systems, and then your intra-abdominal pressure is like your uh, shock absorbing system. So tell me, where is your shock absorbing system here? Where is your fuel system here? This is just a rack, like a wooden dummy, a wooden rack, okay? So that's how bad it is. Your body cannot go up and down. You cannot playing your strength up and down. You cannot have all this handling in your low abs to solidify your core, to support your lower spines, to connect your upper and lower body. How the hell is this thing going to connect your upper and lower body without this core? And you look at this, pay attention to this. From here to here is void here. If you don't have the intra-abdominal pressure here to support this part of the spine here, you want to talk about whipping power, spine power? Bullshit. You're going to get what? You're going to get this problem and even more. I want to share with you later when you fight your opponent. Okay. Now this squeezing of or tighten your ass or your butt. I want to tell you a story so you can remember here on. So I was in Indonesia when I was a kid. At that time, there are many kung fu expert in my father and between my father and my grandfather's that generations. So there's a white crane practitioner about 40-year old living across the street of my home. Every morning he's squatting down and facing the sun, practicing Neigong. So there's one day, there's a kid like a 6 or 7-year old seeing this squatting there. So this is a kid is naive. He go, what happened? Go touching the uncle's butt. Well, this got nothing to do with sex or anything. It's just a kid, a kid who is naive and like to play around, tricking people. So he's touching his butt when the uncle is just sitting down there, facing the sun. He's practicing Qigong or Neigong. We know that now because he's practicing white crane. So the people on the side saying, "Hey, don't touch, don't bother uncle. He's practicing his Neigong." So the kid go away. The second day, the kid come again. Okay, and this time nobody stand beside the white crane practitioner. So what happened? This kid put his hand down to his ass. Okay, like playing around with him. Right away, we heard that kid scream out. Okay, scream out, and his hand stuck there in under the ass of the white crane uncle, and he screamed out and start to beg to cry kind of deal. And this lasts about 10 seconds, and then the kids hand move out away. So the adult there look at the kid right away. What happened? It turns out that white crane practitioner, the uncle, is clamping his fingers with his ass, with his butt, so heavy that the kid's hand, okay, two of the finger become like when we clamp by a door, like if sometimes by accident our fingers put, in the door, we close it, slam at the door. It's like that. So is that the squeezing the butt the real deal? Yes, that's the real deal. So if you tell me that you have qigong, neigong, and all this bullshit internal, and you do not know about squeezing the butt, forget about it. It's nonsense bullshit. Okay. So that white crane practitioner uncle be able to, in that short time, squeeze his hand until it's like a blue black, like I was slammed by the door to the kid. I want to tell you this to tell you, come on, in today's world, how many have the real kung fu? How many have the real Neigong? But people talk, 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 talk. There's no respect today. People like to play a grandmaster, play sifus, but what did they have anyway? Okay, so remember that this is real deal. So it tell you already, the testicle lifting up the ass, the butt tighten in, okay, and the lower abs tighten in when you exhale. That only that way you can handle this thing. Only that way you can handle. You can solidify this part, supporting your lower spine, and of course your internal organs. Because come on, you want to go fight. This is the target for KO2. I'm going to share with you. Okay. So now you see the two system is there. Okay. Now, in today's words, we just now talk about Sanjin, about the squeezing the butt. Just look into the real kata or Sanjin practice, Sanjin kata. Tucking the buttocks and tilting the pelvis forward in Sanjin kata is a crucial body mechanic for create a stable, structuralized, unified, and powerful frame that can absorb impact. This body hardening technique is directly applicable when taking body shot during training. Okay? How to contract the butt, help absorbing impact orders, creating stable pelvis, connect upper, lower body, strengthen the core, protecting the lower spine. It's breathing techniques. So you want Neigong? You better have this, man. If you don't know this, you never train this. Stop to talking of Neigong. Stop to thinking. Oh, I want to this lifting my anus. All this bullshit. People are watching too much Tai Chi movie or anything, and just talking nonsense. Okay, the real deal is like this. And as in Kyokushin, tightening the buttocks when taking body shot is a crucial part of creating a protective steel of core stability to absorb and minimize the impact, tensing your glutes, activate the entire chain of muscle from your lower back to your abdomen, reinforce the core for better defense. How the glute and core activate working together, connect upper and lower body, increase intra-abdominal pressure, prevent spinal injury, maximum power transfer. If you don't have that part, how the hell are you going to handle this? How the hell are you going to handle this? I just share with you the kinetic change and orders and the seven balls. So as what I share with you, it is a multiple function stuff. You have uh, your your biomechanics, your joints or your balls, and on the other hand, you have to have this the squeezing ass or the tighten your ass stuff, the training, the Neigong intra-abdominal pressure and all this thing, the bracing and everything for your core, for everything. It is proven scientifically today. So you want to tell me about this? You want to tell me about this? Where is your system to solidify your core and everything? Where is your system to protect? Okay, to create a protective shield of core stability to absorb minimize the impact, tensing your glute, activate the entire chain of the muscle. Where do you have that mechanics to do the job? So that's why I say this is called bullshit flying pig Wing Chun. You want to fight the real guy, like the white crane, even the karate, the kyokushin, the ngozo, the southern mantis. Stop daydreaming, okay? Not to mention today, if you look at the Western boxing, how did they train with the medicine balls and so forth? So it's kind of idiotic, okay? You want to fight BJJ? You want to fight BJJ with this? If you don't have this, I just share with you. If you don't have this, this capability, this capability, this capability, how the hell are you going to fight a BJJ class? How? And people say, well, when you're clamping the knee, triangle shape, you can beat the BJJ guy. Are you kidding? You know what's the reality? This is the reality. Wing Chun Kung Fu versus BJJ. Your triangle stance. This is the reality. There's your triangle stance. Go down to the ground right away. Look at it again. 1 second. That's what you want. You don't have all those mechanics where you be able to protect your like this one to say that crucial for body mechanic for create a stable structure and to protective cell. Just look at it. This is 50 years ago. Wing Chun and Kyokushin. Look at this guy. How does he get KO? How does he get KO? Look at it. How did he get KO? Not a kick. It is a body shot. It is a body shot. Okay? Look at it again. Over. So you want to tell me, you want to argue with me this nonsense bullshit where this is entirely empty, open. If you don't squeeze your ass, you want that? This is a 50-year-old tournament, 1975. I still remember. I remember my Sihan told me because I'm in the Kyokushin Open too. This is a short body shot for the under your ribs or ribs area because I'm participating in one of the open. So the Sihan is teaching us how to break your opponent. Or if this is this is how you break it. 50 years already, you still have this idiotic thinking and argue about, oh, I want to clamp my knee this way, triangle knee this way. Yet you have no idea on the entire kinematic chain. You have no idea on the entire body mobility, no idea about how you can exert strength in the entire body, no idea on the supporting of your core intra-abdominal pressure, no idea on what the science before, no idea on what is the 1850s, the real deal, where you fight this way, and no idea that today's science already be able to tell you what it is. And still going down there, Oh, triangle, straight my spine power for what? In the automotive analogy, you don't even have a shock absorbing system there. How the hell your car is going to go highway? Not to even mention that you don't have that lower abs seal there. You got a a body shot down there, you're over. And you don't even know how to breathe because that come with breathing. So should I tell everybody? You watch out for this, or else people gonna knock you out, KO you. You cannot fight the BJJ because your body is a piece of rotten wood. You cannot fight the Western boxer or MMA player because your body is not having a seal on your body and do not support your core. So I call it flying pig Wing Chun. And is there are seafoods who still preach this. Today's Wing Chun is, oh, this is from this village. We have this power, that secret. Have anybody in that village or anything go fight in the real tournament or fight Xi Xiaodong? None, zero. Just talk, 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 talk. This is serious stuff, okay? I showed you the Kyokushin Open 50 years ago, 1975. Today is what? Today is 2025. 50 years ago, you get the idiotic stuff and you still have it here, and I try to argue that. It just tell people that you have no clue of what is fighting, you have no clue of how to activate this body, and keeping saying that we are soft, we don't fight force against force. Who cares you're force against force or not? Like just now I shared with you on the Kyokushin fight. Isn't it that you go straight line? Even you say you're slant body, but who KO you? The Kyokushin is using the sideway to use the body shut down. How many seconds can you last? So this is what I want to put it straight. As what I said, knowledge is to rebrate you. Knowledge is so that you walk away from the dangerous shit thing, okay? So what to argue? You don't know what it is, you don't like experience. You're living in the fantasy like in a movie. How many seafood in Wing Chun today is doing this bullshit? That's why when Xi Xiaodong say you guys are fake kung fu, nobody ever be able to say no. Why? Because it's fake. But we in America, we don't want to do that. We in Europe, we don't want to do that. We in the world, we don't want to do that. 50 years ago, Bruce Lee tell you it is land swimming. That's what exactly it is. Land swimming. And still today, people using Bruce Lee's name to promote Wing Chun, land swimming Wing Chun. It's ugly, it's disgusting. So this is what I like to share with you. If you don't like my video, don't watch my channel. But in this channel, I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? Do you think it's good to see Wing Chunner get KO? Do you think it's good to see Wing Chunner's knees screw up? And then do you think is fun to have people look at Wing Chun and say lifting anus, straightening spine, and laugh the hell out of you? Why? Because you're missing the tensing up your ass. People can check you. Okay. In Wing Chun, you don't have these people, this type of people anymore. Doesn't mean that other Chinese martial art don't have this type of expert. People just give you face and don't tell you. Not everybody is like Xi Xiaodong to tell you that you're bullshit. You're just only for demonstration. In the real life, forget about it. So this is what I like to share with you. Okay. That thing which is dangerous is not up for anybody to argue bullshit. Okay. You're putting other people's in dangerous or putting other people's health. Sometimes, you know what? I'm thinking to tell the FDA to stop all this nonsense teaching of Chinese this, Chinese that, where thing can hurt your body. Okay. One of them is the Wing Chun stance. It, it is medically proved that those kind of thing is dangerous stuff. Why should America allow those nonsense anyway to teach in America? So this is what I like to share today.